Let's talk about the Crimson Trace CTS-1250. So Crimson Trace sent me the CTS-1250 to try out and do a review on, and I'm going to run this on my Sig P320 X5 since this is an optics ready slide. Now, the problem with Sig and their infinite wisdom is that, well, their slides are cut for their Romeo red dots and nobody else's. So I had to go out and buy this outer impact plate so I could mount this onto my X5. Now it does raise it just a hair, which I wish I didn't have to, but it is what it is when you're running with a Sig. Now the CTS-1250 is running a 3.25 MOA dot, so it's not obnoxiously large or incredibly small. It's probably a really good match right in between. In the cover here is a CR1632 battery, and they say it's going to last about 4.5 years. Now the CTS-1250 does have an all-metal body, and right here is your adjustments for your brightness, whether you want it brighter or dimmer. Now the MSRP for this is about $260. However, I've seen it for much cheaper online. Now this particular red dot mounts on slides that have the cuts for the Burris Fastfire, the Doctor, the Vortex Venom, and the Vortex Viper. The battery is easily replaceable right up in here without having to take the red dot off. Now Crimson Trace does send a dust cover to cover up the red dot for when it's not in use, and also some Torx screws that'll mount this onto your pistol. But since we're on the bench and I have access to screwdrivers, we're going to mount this with a screwdriver rather than with the Torx wrench that they sent. Now, normally I would put some thread locker on this, but I'm not going to do that because I'm actually going to test this optic on another gun as well. So I'm just going to tighten this down enough to get through the testing on this pistol. And then at a later date, I'm going to test this on a Sig P365 XL. Now you can see I have this mounted on my P320, and my adjustments are right here. I have my elevation and my windage, and of course my up and down arrows here, so that way I can adjust the brightness. Now this red dot does stay on. It'll eventually go to sleep, and to wake it up, you'll push the up and down arrows, so that way your red dot is ready to go. I'm having a lot of fun with this red dot, and I want to thank Caldwell for sending some steel targets for me to shoot against while I'm testing this Crimson Trace red dot. So there's a Crimson Trace red dot. It's doing really good. It's holding zero. I'm getting my shots on target, except for the ones that I'm rushing, but that's a shooter error, not a red dot error. And this outer impact mounting plate is doing awesome. It's holding this right down to the slide, and I'm not having any problems at all. Thanks for watching. Hope you're staying safe out there, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.